Warning! The following game you are about to watch is rated M for mature, and as such, the commentary being used in this video will reflect this rating, so if you are sensitive to cursing and any other inappropriate stuff, you may want to avoid watching this video. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Seanman 247 back playing more Half-Life. In the last video, we made our way through some corridors and fought some soldiers, and we dealt with a plane. And in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to continue on through this base and see what we can do ahead. Now, you may be wondering, since this video actually did not contain any sort of little bit or skit at the beginning before the Seanman 247 logo popped up, well, that's because, guess what? This is post-commentary. For those of you that don't know what post-commentary is, post-commentary, well, okay, let me put it this way. Usually when I record these videos, I usually tend to do live commentary. I tend to talk while I'm actually playing the game. For this video, I'm not actually talking while I'm playing the game. I'm only just talking because what happened was that I recorded this video, but for some reason the commentary did not go through, so it only recorded the game audio and the footage you're seeing here, but it didn't record my voice for some reason. So, and I actually ended up recording a few videos ahead of this point of the game. So there was no way I can go back to order to replicate all that gameplay again without losing all the stuff I was ahead. So I just decided to post-commentate this for those of you that didn't know. So yeah, I do know what's going to happen in this video. I do know what pretty much is going to be going in and out. And for now, I'm just trying to figure out what I was going to go on ahead. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use this rocket turret in order to blow down the door there. Usually takes about 2 shots. And as you'll see there real quick, it's going to cause some enemies to pop out. So the best strategy to do was to use this turret in order to decimate them. Aiming it could be a little bit tricky, but hey, it's right there. It's right on there. Just making sure I'm recording this. Yes, I am. And I go and save it here. Just pop some bubble wrap because I got a package today and it was pretty fun. And I look at these enemies and they're like, ugh, you sir, you're not pretty. You're not very pretty. So I continue on forth and more things keep on happening. But considering since I'm not actually playing the game, I can kind of talk to you guys a little bit about a few things. But like for one here, there's all these random aliens that suddenly just show up here. And I tried, for some reason, I just decided to use an assault rifle, not the grenades it came with. Okay, there I go, I finally do that. But there's like a turret right there! And as a result, I will die for my mistake. So it only makes sense. And I believe this time I figure out how to use the turret. Yes, I do. Well, not without wasting some magnum bullets first. But yeah, this is a machine gun turret, and probably the best thing to take out these aliens with. Because they're just going to keep respawning. There we go. Like that. And this goes on for a little while until, pretty much, yeah, they stop spawning. But I think I'll also take this time to also ask you guys some stuff. Considering I'm not actually playing the game here, but this is some past footage since I'm already a few videos recorded ahead, I would like to know some things about your guys' thoughts on the playthrough so far. Do you guys actually enjoy this playthrough? Like, do you guys actually, are you enjoying it? Are you digging it and stuff like that? I mean, I don't actually get a lot of chances, and I pretty much haven't asked where you guys liked it, this gaming and this gaming playthrough so far. So it would really be appreciative if you guys would let me know what you think of it, and I didn't know what to think of this thing here. This alien thingy here. I'm like, here's a bunch of debris! And then I'm like, oh, hey, that thing shoots me up. And there's going to be plenty of those to be encountered throughout this video and later on, too. So I save it there. But yeah, if you get, make sure you guys leave a comment letting me know what you guys think of the whole Half-Life playthrough so far. We're through a bunch of the games so far, but... Oh, look, take a look at this. There's like a whole little war going on between these aliens and these soldiers here. How crazy can that be? So I'm like, let them fight! And somehow grenades are just flying randomly. Whew. Talk about overkill on that body. Whew. So, I'm like, what do I do? Because, pretty much, I've said this in a previous Half-Life video, and I'm not sure if you guys suddenly just decided to skip towards this point of the game for some reason, but, I never actually beaten this game. I have beaten the second Half-Life and both of its episodes, I believe. But I never actually fully beaten the first one. I got some way through this game, and then I got stuck somewhere and just decided to stop playing it. So, I never actually technically beat this game. And we're gonna go Metal Gear Solid all over this vent. But it is here that, as I slowly show up, that's a nasty surprise. All those red little guys there. I don't know what their deal is. They're there. And it starts to annoy me. I collect more of these things. Yeah. Whew. Vents. Venting out the ventry. Such an adventure! Ha! Then, of course, you see this grating here, and then you're like, oh, you're supposed to crowbar. And then the soldiers somehow know I'm there, and then they just decide to shoot the whole gosh darn vent down. It's just fan-fucking-tastic. Key. I'm like, oh, there's an opening there. Probably should head down there and shoot some bad guys. And that's when I try to. And they somehow don't shoot me even though they clearly can see me. Or maybe I'm just that well hidden because Gordon Freeman is that much of a ninja. And then the game just slows down to all hell here because there's so much shit going on. But it's all pretty crazy and nuts though. And I think it's finally safe, and there's a whole bunch of helpful stuff here, including some armor, and even a health pack that I don't fully encounter until much later on. And then I'm like, oh look, here's a door. I should probably deal with that after healing up first. I remember it is probably, I think, from here on out. I open this up, yeah. They hurl some grenades, and bam. They kill me like that. And it sends me all the way back here. And I think I remember I failed a few times. So I am just probably going to cut this here while I deal with these freaking small bitches here. Golly. That's annoying. So there'll probably be a quick cut in between the recordings here. But I'll get right back on into it in just a second, I think. I mean, this time I prepare myself for everything, and I think I died here once or twice, so I think I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, I'm back. So, continuing on here, now that I failed a few more times and got myself back here, I'm just figuring out what to do, because I see a bunch of buttons. I'm like, ooh, buttons! What do I do? And that raises the car things down, and, you know, those things they use in, like, the garages in order to rise up cars. And I just check the door to make that happen, and wouldn't you know it, they try exploding me here again, work for some reason. I don't know. Just a lot of things happen to go on, and I fool around with the crowbar here. Then I'm like, ooh, look, it's a car! Do I ride it? Can I ride it? I want to ride this car. Can I ride it? Maybe I can get on top of it and ride it that way. Be like car surfing. Car surfing, kind of like in Saints Row the 3rd, or maybe Saints Row 4. Those are some other games I should probably think of doing playthroughs of one day, and yeah, enemies know I'm here. Then I'm like, oh, is this how I get forward? And I'm like, nope. And I'm like, how can I kill it without them killing me first? So it becomes a whole big puzzle, which is something that I think this game does pretty well. It adds a bunch of puzzling elements to it. So you actually have to think of and use the environment around you in order to figure out where to go and figure out some puzzles and how to defeat enemies and get over this and get over that. It's pretty neat, and I think that's one of this game's biggest strengths. It does this very well, and I do the crossbow. Boom! One shot, one kill. I love the crossbow in this game. Its long range is so good, and the fact that you can scope on in is just... Yes, man! It's so good! So good! Here we go. I get ready to explodinate some grenades. Some nades there. And I save the game because wouldn't you know it, and if you're not, you shouldn't be surprised if you've been watching the playthrough so far, that I'm a nervous save wreck. And really, this kind of was a bit of a dumb move. Why would I just go and hurl grenades for no random reason? I'm just losing health this way. Really, I mean, if I had a say in everything, I'd say that my past self made some stupid decisions here. I should be like, sir, you need to rethink your life, man. You need to rethink your life. And then I blow down the door, and I'm like, oh crap, this guy's shooting stuff at me. And they're like, bees! Not the bees! Not the bees! I don't know. Should I put in that Nicolas Cage clip? You know, that infamous one? Because, I don't know.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
Those are like the weapons that those guys use. They're actually called bee launchers, I think. They literally launch bees and they're trying to home in on me. It's like they're missiles or some sort. Can I collect some ammo there? Hurl some grenades. I'm dropping my bombs. I'm dropping my bombs. Dropping my bombs. Dropping my bombs. Dropping my bombs. Post-commentary really is a different experience than live commentary. For one, I know what's going to happen. It's kind of like I'm reacting to like a YouTube video or something, except I'm not actually physically filming myself. Which is pretty interesting. And I fail at this jump several times. When do I get it? I do not know. That's when I really think, do I really need to use the car? But first I'm getting health. But I'm like, nope, this is probably the way I need to go. Except that keeps happening. This happens, and that happens, and so on and so forth. It's a wonderful time. And then this time I make sure to save while I have more health. I'm gonna blow down the door again and take out these big guys here. And wouldn't you know it, I shoot too close to the ground, and that ends up causing me to lose my health pretty much. Puts me in quite a horrible spot. And you think, oh, I hear more ammo. What, can I actually do something here? I just go up to him and just kill him like that. Then these guys are pretty much just all battling it out, and I decided to save again because I'm like, holy shit, what do I do? They're all just murdering these soldiers very easily. And when they finally do, they're tearing their attention towards me, and I'm like, oh, fuck, oh. Exactly. So I'm like, let them fight again. I really am, like, spectating while I'm spectating this. This is spectate session. Jeez. Oh my gosh. And there's that guy's death. He died a horrible death. For some reason, this soldier still ended up being alive, even in the middle of all that. So I just decided to crossbow finish him off, until I realized, hey, there's one more big blue guy there. I think that's what they're called, actually, big blues. And I kill him with that nice little C4, so I decided to save again. And don't ask me how I survived that one. I just did, okay? That's what I go and do in this game. I just try to survive, man! I try to survive! Now here we have some more stuff to do. And if you go down here, there's actually some additional items you can grab. Mainly some more ammo for that one gun that fires the energy stuff, you know, I'm not sure if I show it, but I'm first gonna crowbar these and find some armor! Armor, man! That's how you do it. So I run. And I'm just pretty much saying what's happening in the game, because, well, I do not know what else to really say. Can I talk about how bad the voice audio is in this game? It is not aged well. I mean, voices and radio transmissions, I get they were trying to go for that, they were going the whole radio transmission thing, but it still did not age that well. I mean, probably during, like, 1997 or 1998 when this game came out, it was pretty freaking cool, because not much games did this sort of thing at the time, but looking back on it now, wow. You can tell this game is really, really old. It continues to be a nervous save wreck. We're pretty far into the video, actually, and this guy just randomly shows up and decides to shoot me with some bees because he wants to sting me. It's really stinging. I'm like, those guys are just standing there for no reason. It's like they're ready for war. And I don't know why I didn't decide not to take this opportunity to just throw those little guys, you know, down there like I did in the previous video to this. I do not know why I did not decide to take that opportunity when it was a perfect time there. I mean, you really do see a lot of things when you go look back and watch these videos. From a content creator's perspective, I mean, I have to go back and look at all these videos anyway when I'm editing them. But it's like, you miss things. You see things that you may have missed in the actual gameplay recording. Which is pretty interesting. And it's like, sometimes I almost feel like I can just wish to go back and just play these levels much better than I already do. But I'm like, nope! That pretty much is not gonna do it for me. And I'm like, this is a wide open area. I should probably say, because wide open areas leads to humongous gunfights. And wouldn't you know it, there probably was going to be a humongous gunfight in this area. So we're pretty much about 21 minutes in, almost. Well, 21 minutes on the actual raw footage. I mean, this raw video ended up being 30 minutes, so I decided to make it a longer video. But I'm cutting some parts of this anyway, and post-commentary actually gives me a bit more room to actually cut out a bunch of parts. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm like, what the heck is this? Nope, I couldn't get in there, so I had to find another way. And then I see aliens everywhere. Charge my shit up and obliterate them. That weapon is so powerful to charge. The reason why I can do two different attacks is because there's two different attack buttons you can set. There's a normal attack button that allows you to shoot the gun with normal bullets, and most weapons usually have a second method of firing, and in this case, that gun, you can charge it up for a more powerful shot. But that's pretty much, like, almost all the weapons have, like, an alternate firing button or something like that, or key. Depending on which platform you play this on. I mean, even though I'm playing the PC version of this, I haven't set up to a controller, but the game is normally not equipped to use controllers in the PC version. Or if it is, well, it technically actually could, but the particular controller I was using did not actually accompany this game very well. So I had to use some additional software called Joy to Key in order to actually function this better, and I died there. Now, Joy to Key allows me to convert keyboard controls all the way to joystick commands, which is pretty neat. And it allows me to basically play almost any game that's keyboard focused and put it onto a controller. You see, that's something I like doing. I'm so used to playing games with controllers because I've been a console gamer for so many years. And it was probably only maybe months ago, or oh no, it was almost a year to this point that I started really taking PC gaming more seriously. And I have to say, PC gaming has definitely worked out pretty favorably to me. I have a lot of games and I'm having fun. But the controller thing, though, was probably the biggest barrier for me to get used to. Because I'm like, I'm a console gamer, how do I even PC? I don't like keyboard controls. But then it's like, hey, you can use a controller on PC, just hook it up. Oh, and check this moment out here real quick. I open up here, he blows it up, and somehow this creates fire that immediately kills everything in its path. So you can say I was kind of just frightened a little at first. I was literally like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I can't replicate the reaction. And even though I pretty much tried shooting that guy, it didn't do a damn thing. Which kind of stinks. Somehow, well, some way, somehow, it actually opened up the way for me. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the controller. I actually, yeah, like I said, I'm not much of a PC gamer with keyboards. I think the keyboards are kind of intimidating for somebody that's used to console gaming for years. And it's something I really had to get used to. But with the controller, I felt the transition was a lot smoother. And I'm glad that there's things like Joy to Key in order to actually make it so I can use a controller for almost any game I wanted to. Believe it or not, I actually discovered this when I was trying to play The Binding of Isaac for the first time. I was like, aw, keyboard controllers? Nah, I'm gonna have to get used to that. I just wanted to use a controller. Then it was saying, oh, how you can use a gamepad in The Binding of Isaac. But then it was like, how? But how? So then I just decided to take the game's advice because the game was saying use Joy to Key. And by using that, I was actually able to replicate the controller experience. As I save here. And with the controller experience, I haven't looked back at since. Although, the way that I had to map the controls for this game were a bit odd, and still give me trouble playing this game sometimes, I've still actually played this game pretty well for the most part. And it's like, oh, this part. I remember this part here. Where you have to make the valve open. Get it? The valve? Because we're playing a Valve game? Oh, man. That was not actually a joke, but just something to point out. And so, this part of the game, I basically climb up a ladder. I think I'm going to die a few times. I'm gonna try clearing things out. I crawl through this pipe here, wondering what's on the other side. And believe me, we're getting close to the end of the video, actually. Feels so odd post-commentating. He takes out most of my health. And I take that guy out. And I think, is everything clear? What do I do with this? I do not know. All I know is there was another guy there ready to ambush me, so I'm probably gonna do a brief cut here while I get back to that. So this time I decided to throw grenades. How does that work? Well, it sends that guy running up there. And somehow you hear more gunshots, and it's like, whoa, what's happening here? And he dies, somehow. And I discover a security guard buddy here!
Another one.
He's at the side.
Stand back.
And then he points his gun at me, thinking I'm an enemy at first, not even realizing that I'm the Gordon Freeman, the biggest badass there ever was in this game. And decided to work together with this guy. Take the shotgun in tow, and... oh yeah, I died one more time. I'm gonna cut it here quickly.
Okay, why not?
Alright, so now I'm back here with the security guard and decide to try again with this guard that's down here, and this time I decide to just hurl some nades at him. And it sounds like he's screaming, "Medic! Medic!" I just lead him up here. And I'm like, "How dare you shoot my friend? I'm killing you, sir!" So, yeah, that's pretty much that when it comes to this video, pretty much.
I'll stay here and guard this area.
And I need this guy to come along with me because the only way that door is actually going to open is with that security guard's help. As I'm going to illustrate here. There's also a first aid kit here, so fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes! Yeah! And pretty much I end the video right here, actually. So I might as well say my goodbyes while I still can. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, even though it's post-commentated. Feels odd still that I had to do this. Also, be sure to share this video out with anybody else who you may enjoy watching this with, and be sure to subscribe for more Half-Life videos when they come available. So, thank you guys so very, very much for watching this, and stay classy! And next time I take on the Great Unknown. So, bye-bye!